Today we're making my 10-minute garlic bread recipe. Now this 10 minutes includes both the prep and cook time, and I'm going to start by making the compound butter. So to a bowl, add half a stick of butter, 4 tablespoons, and we're just going to plop it into the microwave. Now for me that's going to be 30 seconds on high. Your mileage may vary, just know that the goal is to soften the butter and not melt it. But if some of it does melt, not to worry, it will fold right into the softened butter. While that's going, we'll get started prepping the other ingredients. So we have, go to rough chop some parsley. That's a bit much. Rough chop some parsley, as well as add in granulated garlic, fresh garlic, and salt if you're using unsalted butter. Now, I don't mind the stems here. This one's a bit thick. Get rid of that. If you want, you can pick out the stems and just use the leaves. I will be using it all. Now, let me go fish this out before it melts too much. Grab our softened butter, slightly melted. That's perfectly fine, as I said. Okay, we're gonna finish rough chopping our parsley, start the broiler, preheating that at 360 degrees. Okay. Rough chopped parsley getting everywhere. So as I was saying, granulated garlic, some salt, fresh garlic, and I also grabbed a little pepper flake for later. Now, just a little touch of salt, some granulated garlic, and as for the fresh garlic, we're just going to separate the cloves. I'll peel those later. Once it didn't fall to the floor, we're just going to press through the garlic press, a garlic press skin on. Okay. One. I'm using just about half a head of garlic, 5-6 cloves in, and then we're going to fold that in together. So I'm going to grab a spoon. Nice, spreadable, herbaceous compound butter. Okay, now for the bread, I have here a very stale loaf, and I'm just going to simply cut this in half once, and then split it down the middle. Ish. That was unfortunate. And then I will just evenly spread the butter, making sure to get the edges so it browns nicely in the toaster oven. Okay, very nice. Get the parsley a bit more even. So, while I'm doing this, let me talk about the idea for this recipe, and that is to just broil the garlic, not bake it, because as it turns out, your garlic bread is already baked. All you need to do is to revitalize stale bread and give it a golden buttery topping, which sounds like to me the job of a broiler. So I'm doing 360 degrees for 5 minutes. Okay, hold on. Let me just get this going. Bread. Probably should have switched out that foil. It's okay. Okay, bread in, reset the broiler, 5 minutes. As I was saying, 360 degrees for 5 minutes, so just slightly above 350, which is the top end of the mild reaction. Now you can go up to like 425, 450 for 3 minutes. Okay. But I wanted to go for a lighter garlic bread. I thought it'd be a bit more broad appeal. Now, while that's going, I'm going to prepare a little special something. I went lighter on the butter, relatively speaking, because, again, some people don't like it so rich and buttery, but also because I have something special that I'm going to prepare right now. That special thing is going to be a garlic infused olive oil drizzle sort of finishing bit. So we'll go to quick mince some garlic again, and then you could use just the minced garlic. I will process it further into a garlic paste. So we're going to take some coarse salt, just a little bit to help process it down. Oh, this lid's not going back. And then you're just going to run your knife over to crush your minced garlic into a paste. Now, if you don't want to do this step, that's fine. You can continue making the rest of your dinner, or just start cleaning up and start washing some of the dishes. Anyways, this paste is looking pretty good. What we're going to do is grab a bowl, add in your garlic paste, okay. And then we're just going to pour some extra virgin olive oil over it. Okay, and optionally, some crushed red pepper. I like it for some nice color, a little extra heat. Get that to mix a little bit. Okay, this we're going to pop into the microwave for just 10 seconds, just so it infuses as well as softens the garlic that tiny little bit. I will say, I've tested this recipe pretty extensively, but I bought that specific loaf of bread 8 times this week. But of course, I've only been able to test with that bread and this toaster oven. So you might have to play around a little bit. But, wow, I was so fast this time. What do I even say now? I guess I can start cleaning up. You can make more drizzle if you want. But yeah, I guess I can talk about this recipe a bit more. So, first things first, went for the most sort of universal broth thing, so not too buttery. The reason why I'm making this drizzle is because I like a more pungent, garlicky garlic bread, you know, that spicy bite. Some people want it mellow and sweet. So, this is going to keep some of that pungent, spicy kick while having a nice, sweet, mellow garlic bread. You might want to use a little extra butter if you have particularly stale bread. This one's hard as a rock. So I do think half a stick of butter though for this sort of size of bread is enough to have it soak in, especially if you're making a drizzle, you have that extra fat. And yeah, I think I mentioned before, there's no good reason in my head to bake your bread if you're not baking bread, it's already baked. You're just sort of finishing bread. That's really all garlic bread is. And so I thought, why not just broil it? And to my testing, it seems to have worked pretty well. I'll show you. It should be nice golden brown, like that. That actually looks very good. So we're just gonna clean off. It's gonna be hot. I'm gonna just tank it. Oh, that's hot. There we go, 10 minutes. And to finish, you'll just divide these into pieces, into servings. It's hot, so I can't cut this very well. So about 5 pieces each with this size of bread. There we go. And you can serve the drizzle on the side, or you can go ahead and drizzle it over. There we go. 10-minute garlic bread. A little bit extra for serving, a little bit to talk about for finishing. So I'm going to have a piece direct. You can see it gets nice golden brown, nice edges. It looks good. So that was the thinner slice. You can see it's soft, even if it's not soaked. So the stale bread got revitalized. Very nice. Even on the thick piece, you can see it presses in. That's perfectly fine. Buttery, lightly garlicky. And then if you add the drizzle, oil in there. A little bit of that. Nice and garlicky. Garlic bread in 10 minutes. If you like this video, if you like this concept, I have a 10-minute sardine pasta. That was the first one. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.